If you're like me, maybe you have kids that are just about to start back to school, or maybe they've already started back to school. If you are in this season of life with being a parent, or maybe just a family member or guardian, or maybe you just help with carpools and you're a friendly neighbor. But this is sometimes the season of transition from summertime fun and relaxation and all the fun activities to getting back into the swing of things, the schedules, the lunches, the backpacks, all the things that there are fun in those and joy, but there's also a lot more structure, and sometimes going from more unstructured summertime fun into schoolwork and homework and all those kinds of things, maybe some additional activities, sports, things like that. Sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming, maybe even daunting. So if you've got it all together, you can pause this right here. But I know for me, I like to just take a few breaths and think, okay, what is going to help my family get back in the swing of things, and what do I need? So a couple tips that I wanted to share. One is as you're transitioning from summer to the fall season, give yourself grace. Take a breath. It doesn't have to be all perfect the first week. Just start with the basics. So that first week back, maybe you've already gone through it, and so now maybe you're just thinking of some ways to even improve that. For me, I've got one kid already back this week and a couple more next week. So I'm kind of in that middle transition, getting one going and working on the other. So I am in the middle with you guys. So one thing that really helps is giving ourselves grace. But I know in that fact, we also need to get some things together. So a couple ideas are just having those meals ready, just some kind of back to some of those meal prep ideas, something super simple, often depending on the activities that are happening for the evening. So maybe it's super quick and simple, or maybe you're not even going to be home for dinner. So thinking through those, having things prepped for lunches and snacks for kids. So pretty easy. I know my kids, having them pack lunches the night before is so helpful for a better start for the morning. That's a really big tip for me. And just know that starting with the basics, you can kind of add on as you're building in those new habits and helping that rhythm for your family. So don't feel like you have to have it all the first week. Second one is to create a simple evening rhythm. And I already hinted at meal prep the night before. If they buy lunches at school or elsewhere, great. If you are a homeschool parent, even still having those lunch ideas ready to go, quick and simple, those things are really, really helpful. So having those healthy snacks so that you are ready to go. I feel like there's a bug. And things that are simple and repeatable for your evenings. I know probably starting to go to bed a little bit earlier so that you can get up a little earlier. So easing into that, having a little, maybe it's quiet time in their rooms before bed, depending on the age of your kids. Maybe it's just having some connection time, whether it's playing a game, snuggling on the sofa, watching a family show, whatever that might be. Think what would be great for your connections with your kids, with your family. I'll share more about that in the upcoming weeks. And the last one is, how are you doing? So as a parent, it isn't just about the kids. It is also, we are a part of this, right? They're not doing life without us unless you've got kids out of the house. But notice what you need, being aware. How are you feeling? Are you feeling stressed? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting your exercise and your nutrition? Are you hydrating with water and getting enough? There are so many things that we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves. And then when we don't take care of ourselves, guess what? We are not our best selves. So, and oftentimes the people that we love the most get the worst of us, and we don't want that. So how are you? Think about how you're feeling emotionally and all the other things. And we'll talk about these things in the next weeks as well. Also, just a little heads up, I will be offering another workshop coming up for moms in just a couple weeks. I did one at the end of June about busy moms wanting to have create a vision for themselves, maybe get some new order in their lives, what would help them as an individual as well as their family. So stay tuned for more info on that. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you're in this season of life. Maybe you have your first or more child that is now going off to college. I have so many friends whose child is going off to college or is already there, and that is a huge transition. There's so much joy and also struggle in that too, because we miss our kids. So the verse I wanted to share with you is Isaiah 41:10. It's one of my favorites. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. All right, have an awesome day, and I look forward to hearing from you.